and welcome to Two Man Meta. Hit the like and subscribe button before we start so you can get new episodes of Battletech unboxings every week. Today, boom, Iridani Light Horse Hunter Lance. Now, these guys have got a lot to try and pull off in this episode. Last episode we looked at the Wolf's Dragoons box. These guys, from what I understand in the lore, have had their little rivalry and come to a lot of wars with them, or at least a lot of battles against Wolf's Dragoons. So lore-wise, these guys are already in a losing streak. To me, like, the last box was absolutely fantastic. So let's see what we get in here. Cards. Formex. So, we will desperately try to figure out how to open a pack of cards that I have done in many videos now. Oh, I've been looking forward to this box as well. So, we have one pilot card, double-sided, for each mech that we're never really interested in. These guys have some cards in other boxes that I've managed to pick up along the way, so we will talk about them as we crack open what's in here and take a more detailed look at the cards. So, first off, we've got a Sagittary. We also have a Banshee, a Cyclops, and a Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt I've been looking forward to picking up because I've got a lot of cards for him. I'm sure I've got him in some other box. Yep, that's... now that I am really happy with. So the fact that I can dismount this guy from this, I was worried. I'm not a big fan of the clouds of smoke billowing out. But I also have a bad feeling now that he won't go back onto this properly. So close, and yet so far. So this guy, it looks like you can mount him on a base without the smoke, but it just doesn't want to peg in. So it looks like you're going to have to mount him with the smoke, which I'm not a big fan of. Like, unless you glue him, I don't trust the way that was moving around to stay fixed. Feels a little loose, so this is the first time I've been unhappy with the build quality of one of their models. The smoke is a choice thing, and I'm not a big fan of it on models, mainly because I suck at painting it, but I just don't like it. So that's my first problem with this box, and it's such a minor gripe, I feel like it shouldn't count. Let's start taking a look at the cards. I think we've got to start with a Thunderbolt because this guy, he let me down. I wanted him to be able to mount without that smoke. Mount on the base, that is. So the Thunderbolt, I'm pretty sure, comes in the Game of Armoured Combat box. So there is a card in there. And the TDR5SE matches that on one side. There are also cards that do not match this card at all in the Succession Wars card pack and the Clan Invasion card pack. So let's start with the model. I've already gone on at length about the smoke, but the model is in a really dynamic pose. If he was just running like this, I'd be really happy with this model. It does look really nice. And when you compare it to the Thunderbolt model that comes in the Game of Armoured Combat box, I feel like there's been a little work done on it, but it does look like it could just have been quite easily resculpted. Although the weapons, the shoulder-mounted missile launcher does look smaller, to be fair, on this one than on the one in the Armoured Combat box. So it does mix it up a little bit, but not a lot. The Thunderbolt I really like with the offset cockpit and the shoulder-mounted missile launcher. I'll let you guys make of that model what you will, because I'm just not feeling the smoke. Let's move on to the card before I spend 20 minutes on the video whinging. So we've got the TDR5SE Thunderbolt, size 3, TMM1, jump 8, skirmisher, short 3, medium 3, long 1, 7 armour and 5 structure for 35 points. That seems okay. From Succession Wars till Ilclan. And on the back, we have the C2 Thunderbolt. Now, from what we learned with the Wolf's Dragoons Assault Star, this is where things get funky with the C variants. C for custom, I assume. Size 3, TMM 1, movement 8, Juggernaut, short 6, medium 6, long 2, overheat 2, 7 armour and 5 structure. So you're paying for this guy to get upgunned, and he is upgunned. Doubling short, medium and long ranges is awesome. Available from Clan Invasion to Ilclan. That's pretty broad, and for 46 points, I'm well happy with this card. That is ace. These C variants are awesome. So moving on to the Banshee. Now this guy, again, torso cannons, very cool. Shoulder mounted rocket launchers, very cool. Arm guns okay, hand not great. Cockpit, I'm usually less of a fan of the more humanoid looking stuff with faces built into them sort of thing, but this guy looks pretty cool. I think that's a really nice model. Now the Banshee does have cards in the Succession Wars card pack, and one of them has a side the same as one of the sides on this. So we'll start with that one, is the BNC3S Banshee for 45 points. Size 4, TMM1, movement 6, Juggernaut, short 4, medium 4, long 2, overheat 2, 8 armour and 8 structure. Absolute tank for 45 points. I think that's really cheap. Available from Succession Wars till Ilclan. Yeah, I don't see what's wrong with this card. That's pretty awesome. And then on the reverse, we have the BNC12S. Now this side isn't available on the Succession Wars card packs, but you're going to get 3 extra sides essentially if you do buy that pack for the Banshee, so it might be worth it. Size 4, TMM1, 8 movement, Juggernaut, short 4, medium 4, long 4, so that's a happy Kaz more on that side already. Overheat 4, I've never even seen it that high. That's awesome. So this guy can just risk an overheat and shut himself down just by pouring on the firepower. That's awesome. I really like that. That's so cool. And then we have an insane amount of armour. 10 armour. That's huge. We do lose some structure, so we go down to 5 from 8. I'd rather have more armour, so that's not too bad. Only available in Dark Age and Ilclans. That's not fantastic, but for 49 points, I can't wait to field these guys already. That's just awesome. So the Cyclops, I don't like this guy. He's got the antenna at the back there, not a great fan of. The head looks like it's more like a drone style head, so I'm not feeling that already because this guy looks more like a droid than a mech to me. He looks like a robot, an actual robot, rather than a manned mech. He's got hands, just not a great fan. It's not a terrible model, it's still a nice model. You know, really chunky, I quite like that. This guy does have a card available in the Succession Wars card pack, which is different to both of the sides of this card. So we'll start with the CP11A Cyclops. For 38 points, this guy is size 4, TMM1, movement 8, sniper, short 4, medium 4, long 3, 5 armour and 7 structure. That doesn't seem too bad for me, 38 points. Might be able to find better. From Succession Wars to Ilclan, I don't think that's too bad either. And then on the C variant, we have size 4, TMM1, movement 6, brawler, short 5, medium 5, long 3. Oh, this might be the most armour I've seen on a card. 11 armour. So this guy just got geared up. You know, we've already increased on the short and medium range, and then we get the extra armour. 7 structure though is the same, 53 points. Seems like a big jump for what you get. You lose movement, you gain firepower and armour. I don't know though, it is a lot of armour. Maybe it is worth it. I'm going to have to chuck this guy on the table and find out. Only available from Dark Age to Ilclan, which is a little bit disappointing, but I'm got to start rocking these C variants on the table. Like, they're just so cool. So now to the model I've been the most excited about for this pack, the Sagittaire or Sagittari. I love this model. look at all those guns, look at that cockpit that isn't humanoid and isn't a torso as such. It's phenomenal, and it really reminds me of a mech in a game that I used to play on the Atari ST when I was younger, and the name of the game escapes me. If anyone can help me find that game, list it in the comments, because I'm dying to play it again, but I've no idea what it was called. This guy just looks ace. This is what I want from a mech. I love this model so much. Right, if we swap the Blackjack in Wolf's Dragoon's Assault Star for this guy, it would have been perfect. We've got the SGT 8R, 46 points, size 4, TMM 1, jump 6, Juggernaut, short 5, medium 4, long 2. If it had an extra dice or 2 on the long, I'd be sold. Overheat 2, that's pretty good. 10 armour again, these guys are armoured. And 4 structure, available from Civil War to Ill Clan for 46 points, yeah, why not? And on the other side, the SGT 9D, size 4, TMM 1, jump 6, Juggernaut, short 4, medium 4, long 3, overheat 1, 10 armour and 4 structure, available from Jihad till Ill Clan. I like that it's got jump, I like all the armour. I don't know which side I'd pick for the firepower and points difference. I wanted to fall in love with this card, and I don't know, I haven't. It's still a beaut model though. Absolutely love it. There you have it. Iridani Light Horse Lance box. I think this is well worth a buy. I found it hard to try and hunt a lot of these mercenary boxes down. I think if you can, they're worth it. You know, if you have to pay a little bit extra, I think some of them are really worth it. And some of the unique models that you can't get in any other packs at the moment are really worth it. I'm definitely happy with this box. Like, after opening Comstar, it feels like there's a lot less in every box, but I'm really happy with everything that's coming through so far. If you enjoyed this episode of Two Man Matter, don't forget to like and subscribe to keep up to date with videos every week, and check the link in the description below for links to our social media and for ways to help support the channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next episode.